Hi, this is Marilyn Horowitz with another script tip for you. A student of mine who's writing a short film came and we were trying to discuss how to set up the structure, because it's a kind of a David and Goliath story about a character who's kind of an underdog who has to undo a mistake and then get a second chance to right the mistake. A good example in movies, of course, would be something like In the Line of Fire, where he's, failed to save one president and he's given a second chance to save another president. But again, one of the things that really comes down to here is that we're still talking about passive heroes, and we're still talking about the fact that it's very hard to have the hero or heroine in the beginning of your movie be even remotely active and yet have an arc. So one of the ways we do this is we give them something they wanted to do that they failed at. So, for example, in Wizard of Oz, my favorite, Dorothy fails to save Toto. And so later in the story, she must risk the witch's wrath to save her dog, and that's part of what results in the witch's demise. So it's very scary to ever want our characters to fail, because like our children, we want them to always do everything right. But this is a great trick. So in this current screenplay, it's got, good examples of this are Jerry Maguire, where it starts off with a guy who's failed. That's really not a bad way to work. The Unforgiven is another way to work with this idea. But to work with heroes who have failed and who get a second chance is, I think, a very, very timely thing to think about now. But again, you have to have a lot of courage to be willing to show your heroes, unless they're Clint Eastwood, of course, into some kind of big trouble that they have to get themselves out of. But that is one of the many, many ways to get your hero not to be passive, which is to create a situation where they are in trouble in the beginning and they have to dig their way out. All right, I'll be back with another script tip soon. Thanks so much.